What a beautiful sight this is. Fog, a lot of it. I'm back home after 2 weeks in the mountains and I'm back in the fog. So I'm trying to make some images this morning. I don't have a lot of time today, only 1 hour out here because I have to run some errands, but I'm trying to sneak in some photography time before that happens. Of course, I can't control the weather. It would be better if it was foggy tomorrow instead of today because I don't have many things to do tomorrow. But we can't control that, so we have to try to take advantage as much as we can when the conditions are good. And today they are very, very good. Just trying to find something here, something I can do with this wall. Maybe framing that tree using the wall. Maybe something like that. I don't love it. Okay, I'm getting in this field. I don't know if those trees are gonna be worth photographing. Kind of like the light in the background that creates a little bit of atmosphere, even though we have a truck going by now, so I'm gonna wait. That I don't like as much. So it's foggy, as you can see, and fog can be very, very useful for photography because it removes everything in the background. This is usually a very busy scene, but today with the fog you can't see anything of what's beyond this. That's a gas station, so you can't see what's beyond the gas station, and that makes for very good conditions for photography because that's what photography is about, you know. It's about extracting what you see in a landscape, in a scene, and trying to capture that in your photo as simply as possible. The simpler the image, the better, and that's what fog gives us. In a way, I called it before like the poor photographer's bokeh, and it's true. That's what bokeh, or a shallow depth of field, can do for us as well. It can blur the background, thus simplifying it. So the viewer, whoever is looking at the photo, has a much easier time taking the subject or whatever we're trying to say with the image. I think that is a very common mistake among photographers who are just getting started, or about, you know, regular people taking photos. They are in front of a very cool scene and it looks amazing, but they aren't able to extract that that is amazing about that scene. And that is, I think, it's a very important part of photography, a key in photography, being able to extract the essence of a scene and capturing what really matters. Anyway, going back to the fog, that's what fog can help us with. As you can see, I'm trying to capture there the tree and showing some of the background, of course, because fog doesn't remove everything, and showing a little bit of the background is good as well. I'm not a big fan of those very simplistic, very minimalistic images where your typical, I don't know, boat or sticks in the water where there is absolutely nothing in the background. I think they look cool, but one gets tired of them really quick. I think that showing just a little hint of the background, like, yeah, there is a tree there, but there is something behind the tree. The fog helps creating some mystery with that, and I think that creates more powerful images, more mysterious and more, I don't know, in my opinion, better images than just a tree with absolutely nothing in the background. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. As I said, I don't have much time today. I do believe that there is always an image to be made, no matter the conditions. It is also true that is on days like today, where the conditions are so special, that we have a much better chance to make good images this lens is not wide enough here. I'm using the Tamron 28 to 200, so 28 is as wide as I can go, and I would like to get the line of the road here and the power line top, like kind of going away from the post there. But I think something like that, even though I would like it to be wider. Anyway, I'll just do what I can. Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, as I was saying, I might be able to make more images today that I don't know, in the next 2 or 3 weeks, if I don't get the fog, because today is a special day. So yeah, it is about getting out as often as you can, but especially on days where the conditions are right for the kind of images that you want to make. I like that sign. It says, well, do not trespass. I have a project, an ongoing project, about signs like this one, prohibiting something like do not trespass signs, or do not do this, do not do that. And I think my collection is kind of big already. At least here in Western societies, it is very easy to find signs like those. And I have a collection from many countries, and I might try to put together a little scene or something with those images. They are not square, so it's going to be a little bit different, but I think it could be an interesting project. So I'm on the countryside now, as you can see. There is this road that has not much traffic, so I like it. I also like it because people have farms around here and sheds and all kinds of structures, all walls. A lot of them are abandoned, so it makes for, I think, a very interesting place to photograph. As I talk in a recent video as well, I like to add that human touch to my images. Something like that. I'm gonna get higher. Oops. Nah. I think it was better from down here. Something like that. All right, so the battery died, and I switched lenses here. Now I'm using the Rokinon 35 1.4, so I'm gonna be using 1.4 now because I like this fence. I think that's the last thing I was saying before the battery died. And I'm trying to create some separation between the fence or the gate here and the fence in the background. So if the fog is very powerful at isolating subjects from the background, and the shallow depth of field is too, there is probably nothing more powerful than a combination of both things, I guess. So I'm trying to capture here this gate. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. It's going to be very hard, but there is this wooden part that it creates this triangular shape. That is what I'm trying to capture here, while leaving some space for the fence in the background to show there too, in a kind of also triangular shape. Hopefully that works. And what the shallow depth of field and the fog are doing together is removing a lot of the details in this image. Right here there is another sign that is even more interesting than the previous one, of the do not trespass. And there you go. That's going to be very, very nice for my collection. I know it's kind of, you know, do not trespass, but there is nothing, nowhere to go to pretty much. So I think that's kind of cool. There's a power line there in the middle of the field. You know how much I like power lines, especially on foggy days because yeah, they are a very, very strong subject. They are a very strong shape, the lines too. So they usually make for great subjects, even though it can get repetitive, I guess. I'm gonna try to get here and make one. Something like that. Probably another one from this angle. I think this angle is better. Yeah. See, I absolutely love this. Just an empty road, very, very foggy, and literally not much else. Even though that's the lid of a toilet. It really is. Well, I mean, it's not a good photo, but I'm using the 35 now. I like my zoom lenses because they give me flexibility. As you can see, I'm just walking here. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna capture. It's not a big deal because here I'm very close to home, so this is a place where I could come back almost at any time. Wait a sec. There is a beautiful tree down there. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. This is private land, but I mean, there is nothing. So hopefully they don't yell at me. I was actually reading about the right to roam in the UK just the other day. I just wish we had something like that here. You know, that you could have the right to actually walk through private property if you're just trying to get somewhere else. I mean, you're not doing anything bad, just going through. That is beautiful. That is exactly what we want on a foggy day. A very strong, clear subject, oops, that stands out even more on a foggy day thanks to the fog, because the background, although you can still see the power lines back there, but it might make this image even more interesting. One thing I can tell you though, this grass is absolutely super wet. I am absolutely soaked right now. Totally worth it, I guess. Okay, I think that will do it. Last one. All right. Ah, geez, now my feet are totally wet. Hopefully that image was worth it because I'm gonna be wet for a while now until I can get back home. I'm gonna jump on this. Oh, no. There is like a little fence here. I don't know if that is electrified. There is another tree here that I'm gonna try to capture in these beautiful conditions. I'm just gonna keep the 35 on now for a little bit unless I find something else that requires me to change it. I like zoom lenses when I go out. Most of the time, when I say most of the time, I mean 99.9% of the time, I have no idea what I'm gonna photograph. I just get out and capture whatever I see or I find to be interesting, and that could be something big just in front of me, so a wide angle lens could work very well. Like for example here, I can't fit the tree with the 35, so a wide angle lens could be better there. That's why I like zoom lenses, you know, because they give you that flexibility without the hassle of having to change lenses all the time. I'm gonna keep the 35 now because this is a landscape I know. I photographed this location, if you will, a few times, and the conditions are very, very good, but they are not rare here. it gets foggy every once in a while. There you go. I don't like the weeds here on the right. Something I might want to work on in post. But coming back to the lens, yeah, this is a place I have easy access to. You know, this is where I live here now, or at least the next few months, and it gets foggy here very often. I mean, not every day, of course, but often enough that these conditions at this place is not rare. So I can afford to actually be here with a prime lens and force myself to see compositions that I hadn't seen before with a zoom lens. Not as cool. Let me see. Maybe this could be a very interesting way to capture those trees though. I like it. There you go. Well, anyway, that is not a big deal if you use a zoom lens or a prime lens. They both have benefits and downsides. And I like having both. I like enjoying. I enjoy using both zoom and primes. I think that using a variety of lenses and cameras, of course, within reason. If not, you can get overwhelmed. But within reason, it can only make you a better photographer. Doesn't fit. Come on. I think I needed I'm using the 35. I think 33 would be perfect. Something like that. Well, I'm trying to focus here on the fence. I think that could be beautiful. I think that's beautiful. I mean, I don't know if the image is gonna look that beautiful, but just seeing it here, the way I see it with my eyes and my mind right now, it's just beautiful. The only problem I can see here is that I'm using 1.4 again. So the depth of field is going to be very, very shallow here with the fence. So hopefully I'm getting those in focus, because otherwise that wouldn't work. I'm trying to get the trunk of the tree between two of those. I don't know how to call them. Knots? I don't know. Something like that. Oh man, I hope that works, because if it works, it could be the best image of this morning. And now that I was leaving, I'm seeing more and more images. It's interesting how the brain works sometimes, huh? I'm back at the power lines. Gonna stop really quick here. Gonna get in this field too. I'm just trespassing all the way today. Why not? I really like it. I was hoping to capture some of the trees that are flying there. I don't know if they are crows or what, but that is going to be hard. But I think this is a very good place very good spot to call it a video. I'm already running late and there are people waiting for me now, so I have to go, even though it really hurts to leave a scene as beautiful, or a day of photography as beautiful as it is today. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.